My name is Emily Duncan. I'm in Speech 205, and my persuasive speech is on why children should be vaccinated. This is my audience. Ward, lean up. Okay, 5. Imagine being a parent and never getting to see your daughter walk down the aisle, and never getting to see your son run the bases at his first baseball game. Parents should be required to vaccinate their children throughout childhood in order to keep them and the community safe, because this affects everyone around. Today, I will be discussing with you the importance of children being vaccinated because of the dangers of not being vaccinated to both the child and the people around the child, as well as the fact that the claims that it is a danger to vaccinate children are unsupported. So first, I'm going to tell you about the vaccinations that children receive. This is a chart from the CDC that shows the different types of vaccinations that children receive at different ages. Among this list are diphtheria, which is a bacterial disease in mucous membranes that cause difficulty breathing and swallowing and can be fatal. Tetanus, which causes rapid muscle contractions. Pertussis, which is whooping cough. Polio, which is a viral disease that causes paralysis and could eventually lead to death. Pneumonia, HIV, meningitis, which is a spinal infection. Rotavirus, which are RNA viruses. Hepatitis B, which causes jaundice. It's a viral hepatitis, and it's transmitted through blood. Hepatitis A, which is also transmitted but through food, also causes jaundice. Measles, which is an infectious viral disease that causes fever and rash. Mumps, which is the swelling of saliva glands. Rubella, which is a viral disease, and it's like a mild form of measles. Chickenpox, which is itchiness of the skin. It's very contagious and has red splotches. And then every fall, you should get your flu vaccine. Parents have the right to refuse to get their child vaccinated if they believe the vaccinations are not in the child's best interest. Children receive many vaccinations between birth and the age of 6, although it goes up until the age of 18. Now that we know about the shots that children receive, I'm going to tell you about the dangers of not getting these shots. There are many dangers of not being vaccinated, not only for the child, but also for the people around him or her. Children are even more susceptible to diseases, meaning they run the risk of infections and sometimes even death. When children aren't vaccinated, they can't go to public school or play organized sports on a team with other kids. There are major consequences not only to the child, but also everyone around the child, regardless of age, or if you've been vaccinated, if you're around a child who hasn't been, you're at a high risk of infection. Now that you know about the dangers of not getting children vaccinated, I'm going to tell you about the claims that say vaccinating children are harmful and how these claims are unsupported. Jenny McCarthy, who is pictured here, has a very strong belief about vaccination for children. When her son Evan was 2, shortly after receiving his 2-year-old shots and MMR vaccine, he was diagnosed with epilepsy and autism. McCarthy blamed the diagnosis on the combination of his recent vaccinations in an interview posted onto PBS in 2015. She wrote several books about her struggle with this and has participated in numerous talks about what she believes her son was a victim to. She was quoted saying, "Us moms aren't treating autism, we are treating a vaccine injury," on Fox News in 2008. Doctors and researchers began doing research, and it has been proven that there was absolutely no correlation between the vaccinations and causing autism. The Journal of American Medical Association did a study with 100,000 children and found no link between the MMR vaccine and autism. Immunizations can save your child's life. Because of medical science, your child can be protected against more diseases than ever before. Some diseases that once killed thousands of children have been eliminated completely, and others are close to extinction, primarily due to safe and effective vaccines. For example, smallpox and polio show the great impact that vaccinations have had. Polio was once America's most feared disease, causing paralysis and death, and now is no longer around. Vaccines not only protect your family, but helps prevent the spread of all diseases. And they also aren't as expensive as it costs to cure or treat whatever disease that you will contract from not being vaccinated. An example would be the influenza illness can last up to 15 days and could cause you to miss up to 6 work days. Vaccines prevent more than 2.5 billion deaths each year. Don't be the parent who risks ruining their kid's life by not having them vaccinated. As you just heard, it's very vital to a child's life to have these vaccinations in order to be safe for themselves as well as those around them. And there is also no danger in getting these vaccinations. I've shared with you several major factors in deciding to get these vaccinations and whether or not they are harmful. Through the presentation of these facts, I hope that you will all strongly consider vaccinating your future children and or telling those around you just how important it is to have your children vaccinated. Thank you. Here is my audience.